You're lucky I was feeling nice enough to save your ass back there, you know. Oh, finally! A thank you. I appreciate that. Or at least I would if it had come earlier. Excuse me? What's my problem? What the hell are you talking about? Why am I being so mean to you all of a sudden? When wasn't I being mean to you? Earlier? How much earlier are we talking? Don't mention that in front of everyone else. Can we talk elsewhere if we're going to discuss this? Over here. I know a place. No, idiot, I haven't been here before. Unlike you, I actually take the time to look at my surroundings, and I happened to notice this empty room over here. Something you would have been able to do if you weren't busy thinking about what I said to you earlier. Right, you were thinking over the plan. Sure. Oh no, not at all. I'm not being sarcastic. Not in the least. Oh my god, you're a fucking idiot. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. I could tell that you weren't thinking about the plan. You know how? Body language. You were avoiding eye contact with me, blushing occasionally, and you kept fidgeting with the sleeve of your jacket. Look, you definitely weren't thinking about the plan at that time. If you had been, you would have been concentrating, you would have looked like you were focusing, you would have seemed a little nervous, maybe even shaky, but you weren't acting like that. I used to stare at you. Quite a bit. Trying to figure out why I hated you so much. And then it dawned on me that maybe I don't hate you. Do you ever just hate something so much that you focus on it intently and it takes up a lot of your free time just thinking about it, to the point where you become obsessed with it and your brain kind of forms an attachment to it, so it seems like you love that thing that you hate, but it's just because your obsession is fueled by rage? Basically, it was the opposite of that, where I was immediately attracted to you. However, due to me being set in my ways, I immediately hated you because of how much I loved you. No, that is not why I'm being mean to you all of a sudden. Look. I told you about what happened to me, and I told you what I think of men now, right? If I recall, that was why I sent you to the infirmary for 2 whole weeks. Yeah, you still remember. Good on ya. I really thought you might have short-term memory loss because you didn't seem to remember when I mentioned it earlier. Oh, you were trying to play it off like it didn't happen. See, that's where the hatred comes back in. Why did you say that about me? Why did you say that I am better off dead? Why did you say that my parents were right to leave me? Excuse me? Because I made you out to be the villain? How so? Oh, right. Well, I say that to every guy I meet. It wasn't anything personal, and once again, the hatred. I hated how fond I was of you just by glancing at you. I hated how much I began to care about you. So I tried to treat you like dirt in order to trick my mind into hating you like I hate all men. However, you know that thing I was talking about earlier where you hate something so much you become obsessed with it and your brain associates it with extreme attachment and obsession? Yeah, I ended right back at square one with that. Look, I was being mean to you before, after I told you how I felt about you, because I don't want everyone else knowing about this. Why not? Have you met our comrades? Well, for one, Reiner is a complete idiot. He would still end up harassing me, saying that I could do so much better than you, or if you really like guys, why won't you give me a shot? Then there's Eren Yeager, who wouldn't shut up about it if he found out. There's Mikasa, who, well, she actually probably wouldn't do anything. There's Armin, who would be extremely creepy or start talking about how we had no chance based on certain stereotypes or whatever. And everyone else would just be completely intrusive and rude about it, and I don't want that. I've gone through enough hardship in my life. I've gone through enough pain, and I've endured far too much ridicule for one lifetime. I'd prefer not to have all of this shoved in my face and just piled on top of that, okay? Look, it's fine. I'm not mad at you for not thinking about that. Of course, that wouldn't be the first thing to cross your mind. It wasn't the first thing to cross my mind either. But of course, years of keeping this quiet and thinking it over led to me contemplating what would happen if I told you, and whether or not I should tell everyone else. Huh? Oh. Well, when I finally accepted how I feel about you, I was kind of happy about it. I know, it sounds ridiculous coming from me, Annie Leonhart, the woman who hates all men and everything about them and anything they do. But something about you, it made me feel almost safe. I don't know why. You make me feel complete. And I know that's something really sappy and cheesy, and a lot of people say it. It's probably a cliche somehow. But that's really how it felt for me. Before, it felt like something was missing, like I was broken so many times that one of the pieces got lost, and you were that missing piece. Well, you weren't exactly the missing piece, but you fit in the place where it was meant to be. And I don't know. It brought me back to the time when I lived with my old sensei. And he cared for me. Or at least he acted like he did. It brought me back to that time when I was truly happy. And being able to feel that again, and realizing what was causing it, accepting what was causing it, and realizing how I could get more of that feeling. It was like nothing else in the whole world. It was truly indescribable. What are you doing? Well, I know that you're hugging me, but Why? Huh? You love me too? Do you really mean that? Or are you just saying it because you're worried I'll beat the crap out of you again if you say that you don't like me? Really? Huh. I didn't think I would ever be able to experience this. I've been so busy with other things, and I was building walls around my heart, trying to shut out any other pain. You broke through those walls, and you made a home in my heart. I want you to stay there. Will you? Do you promise? Promise that you'll never leave me. No. Don't just promise. That isn't enough. I'm sorry if I sound demanding, it's just... I realized that the exact words my sensei used. He said... He promised that he would never leave me. I'm sorry if I'm asking too much, but could you swear on something important? Could you swear on your life that you'll never leave me? Thank you. I really appreciate that, you know. Huh? Yeah, of course, you can tell me anything. Just make sure it's not something you want to keep private, because who knows who might overhear us now. I can hear people in the hallway. They might be able to hear us now. What do you want to say? Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. I assure you, I'm already well aware of the fact that I have daddy issues.